Good morning.
Morning, everybody. How are you today?
We're here talking about how often do you really apply fundamentals of success? What does that even mean?
When we're talking about fundamentals of success, there is thousands, over 60,000 books written on the fundamentals of success. There's talks, seminars, there's webinars all over the place. You probably find 10 right now webinars on the fundamentals of success. And we're going to give our take on it. So, one of the first things we want to talk about is the whole idea of oversimplifying. It sounds simple, but really when we boil it down, to be really successful, you want to make it simple, because simple is easy to follow. When it gets convoluted, or you overthink, or you listen to too many people, you have too many directions. I had a client just the other day that was having a meltdown because, hi Sharon, how are you? It's good to see you here. Go ahead and comment. Tell us how you overthink things sometimes. We're talking about the fundamentals of success, and what we're really talking about is how to stay focused and moving forward using the fundamentals. As I was saying, I had a client who was going in all different directions. She's got a full-time job, she's running a business, and she didn't know how to move forward because she didn't know what to do next. And really it's about what to do next. So, Christine, talk about number one.
Well, you got to get clear on what you want. We say that all the time. What do you want to get done? Where do you want to be in the moment? Where do you want to be at the end of the day? At the end of the week? We like to look at it at a month and then reverse engineer that and say, okay, where do we need to be at the end of the week? Where do we want to be at this project to get us to where we want to be at the end of the month? So, get clear on what that is. Know what it looks like. What does that look like? What does completion look like? How does it feel? What invigorating fulfillment are you going to have when you are able to check that off the list and know that you made it happen? And it's really important that you get clear on how you'll feel and what that is, not the how. That's not the first step. The first step is to be clear about what you want. And then there's kind of a second step to that, and that is about the power of choice.
Right. When we're talking about the power of choice, we're talking about making a commitment to ourselves. I will do this. This is what I want. I'm clear on what I want, and then I am going to get it no matter what. I have a no matter what club, and all of my clients join this no matter what club. No matter what, when I commit to it, I'm going to do it. If it takes a day, if it takes a month, if it takes a year, I'm going to see it through.
I will do it statement, right?
I will do it.
Like you talked about yesterday.
Right, and we get off the excuse train, roller coaster, the roller coaster of excuses, the roller coaster of emotion. Oh my God, I'm up and down.
I can't do this.
And we buy the one-way ticket on the bullet train of action. And so, once we've decided we're going to do it, we move to the strategy.
It's clear, we're clearly committed to what it's going to be, how you're going to feel. And going back to that, so you want to determine your strategy. This is where that how comes in. How are you going to achieve those results? What resources do you need, and in what order do you need to do them? And then come up with like those 3 things that you're going to do today.
Right.
Like 2 in the morning, because that's when we're more productive, and then 1 for the afternoon. 3 things, and then we decide who's going to do what, whose skills, whose set is that stronger in. Because we respect that I'm stronger at some things, I respect he's stronger at others. So like really that second point is determine your strategy and what tools, what you can delegate, and know how you can move forward.
Right. And when we're talking about delegating, we're actually talking about using other people. When we're talking about resources, is it something that I'm really good at, or something that I can knock out quickly? Or is it something that's going to take a longer time? And we actually map that out too. How long we think this project is going to take. And we know that it takes longer often for projects because we don't see the unforeseen things. However, once we realize what we're going to do strategy-wise, we find the people who can help us do it. We've had videos made, we've had different pieces of our work done for us by VAs and by different freelance type things.
Someone doing our schedule.
And so we don't have to do it. So we can do more, and really understanding how to capitalize on that is really important.
Well, and then that's saying number 3, really, right? The whole idea of it's to take the actions you're good at, that you can succeed, the generating income activities. What's going to produce the most for you?
And that's an interesting idea. One of the things that I hear a lot is people give their marketing to other people to do, and then they lose their voice in that marketing, and it's really not them. And so one of the things that both Christine and I talk about with our marketing is we are the voice of it, and we make sure that that's one thing that we keep, whether she's doing it or I'm doing it. We make sure that our message and our marketing is us. And then we'll do other things, we'll send out other things for work. We had a video made, we have different things that are taken care of by other people who have those skills, so we can use our time more wisely. But it's really about taking action, and it's really about staying firm to our commitment. And so
sometimes the question to ask yourself is, what does that success look like?
For sure.
Because you know what it looks like, and then say, what can I do right now? What can I do today to start moving in that direction that's going to get us the end result that we want?
And sometimes it's as simple as picking up a phone. It's the smallest things that we can do. And our minds often overcomplicate and stack up the different things and get us overwhelmed and get us stuck and keep us from moving forward. The easiest way is to go right back to the fundamentals. And we talked about it yesterday. I use Darn Cat. So what do I want? What are my abilities? What are my resources? And then what's next? And then that call to action, that action taking. To the Facebook from yesterday, I talk all about it. It's a really good training. And this is how we start using Darn Cat, is with the fundamentals. And so we start moving forward and we start getting things done.
So you guys, same with us. The first one is to get clear. Second one is determine what your strategy for getting it done is. What resources do you need? What tools do you need set up? Set yourself up for success so you can just get the action done. And then take the action is number 3. So take a second, now that you've listened to this Facebook Live, write down 3 things that you know you can get done, and tell yourself why you want to get them done. How are you going to feel fulfilled by getting them done? Like, what's it going to feel like when you walk into the room and you know you've done those things that you committed yourself to do? So stay firm in your commitment. You may have to change the way you're doing it, but stay firm to your commitment that you will have that done by the end of the week, the end of the day, by the end of the morning.
And if it takes longer than you planned, double down on your commitment and do the next right thing. Awesome. In that process. Don't. One of the things that happens for a lot of people is they get discouraged, they get despairing, and they get disappointed that it's not working the way they wanted to. They have this expectation to be done. Forget about the expectation. Recalibrate, double down, and keep going. It's so roadblocks and hurdles. It really matters when you just keep going, because it's the easiest thing in the world, and our head's going to tell us that it's no use, we're not going to do it, it's not working. You gotta keep going. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle happens. Keep going. Things will turn around. Things will happen as long as you're committed to your goal.
So commit to your goal. You wrote those 3 things down. Now go take action. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you, everybody.
Or Hypnosis Tonight.
Hypnosis Tonight, 6 p.m.
East.